What is up, y'all? Welcome back, my CyberFrog friends and family. Welcome to another edition of Marketflow, powered by Thor, hosted by me, Mode. I still have not got this fixed yet. I'll get the shit fixed. It's 11 a.m. EST on Thursdays now. That's not what's important. What's important is what is happening, where we left off, what we talked about on Tuesday on our last recap, and where we are at specifically right now. And where we are at specifically is over a 65K Bitcoin. That's where we are at, over a 65K, right? What we said, we needed to break right here. We needed to break this 65K. And we peaked out right around 65.8. So why does this matter? Why is this significant? As we talked about last week, when we peaked in the market back in March, ever since we have established a high, a low. We've only ever had lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. And then is this our first indication? Our first indication is when we got the higher low. Now, following the higher low, we wanted to see the higher high. And although not drastic, we have established a higher high. It may continue to here. This may not be, resistance and coming down just yet. We've still got another 2 hours in this candle alone. So, point being, we have established the higher low. We have now established the higher high. This is the first indicator that we're getting a change in momentum since we peaked out back here in March. We have also broken the short-term downtrend and now looking to come down and retest. If we go to Thor, notice we don't have as many calls. We had several calls that got invalidated at 65,000. We now have 72, 72, and 72. All these calls invalidated 72, which we have marked up here. But these closer time frame calls that you see, grab the wrong thing there. These closer time frame calls that we had, Thor is now eliminated. These calls are now invalidated. So the call 44, 33, and 17, they get eliminated at 72. Is this the first indication, the higher low, higher high, that we could be going to break out of this bull flag and continue the bull run? Remember, when we get the break, we want to look for the retest. We want to be buying on supports. We don't want to chase pumps. We want to buy on supports. Have a plan and execute if that plan's given to you. So remember, we had the DCA here, DCA area here at 56 and 52. Besides that black swan event, right? That worldwide black swan event that started with the collapse of the Japanese yen and tech stocks, we have held this support strong. 52 has been a very good DCA area for us, especially if we hold this higher low. We can break out this bull flag and move. Solana lagging just a little bit behind. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is Bitcoin has now established its higher high. Solana established the higher low, but has not yet broken out to the higher high. We are currently in entry for Thor short. Thor was calling for short right here, right now, and a take profit, a retest point, a take profit at somewhere about 144. So, but as I was saying, if Bitcoin continues strong, if it can get up to that 66, 67, really push that new high, I think we may see the same from Solana and it pump up here into the 167, giving us the higher high. We got the higher low. Let's see if we can also push for the higher high right into the Thor short here at 167. And the take profit point happens to be exactly where we want to see support on this blue zone where we established the fair value gap. So the support on that would be right here at 150, 152. It would be support of the uptrend, support of the zone, and the TP of the Thor short. So maybe, I don't give financial advice, but, do your own research. If you're looking to take this Thor short, we are in entry, but maybe reserve just a little bit of your capital that, if you want to make a $50 short, for example, maybe put 20 of it in here, maybe put 30 of it in here. And so you have a little bit of dry powder in case we pump straight up through. Not financial advice, do your own research, but we are currently in a Thor short for Solana. Sold BTC chart. We talked about this and what we wanted to see, right? We've gotten the break, we got the retest. We said this is a good area to where it looks like, hey, is Solana going to come back? Let me rephrase. Are we going to see altcoins come back? Are we about to see a little bit more of that altcoin run that we have not seen yet this bull cycle? Is Solana the one that's going to lead the way for altcoins? It most certainly did the first run. We know it front run and blew up before ETH. So instead of looking at the ETH BTC chart as an indicator for altcoin season, I'm paying more attention to the Solana BTC chart. And what we've got is we have got that break and that retest. Jumping into another one of our favorites, and another reason I need to talk about this token right here, Jupiter. Jupiter is, well, if you're a whale in CyberFrogs, you can get in right now to testing the Jupiter Thor automated protocol. Jupiter is one of the assets I'm most bullish on. I love having money in Thor. I trust it, and it's hands off. So I'm going to be looking into entering that protocol myself. But our DCA zones at 82, 71, 64, 65, playing out beautiful now that we're sitting here at 94. It was brought to my attention by, I believe it was Dregs, who does Decoding the Markets with Dregs on Wednesdays. Another great show from CyberFrogs. Make sure you join in on that we are actually in a short for Jupiter right now. Take profit somewhere down here around the 83, 84. But macro level, looking a little more long term, we've got this big downtrend. We are just now breaking it. If we can get the break and retest that I think will be between, somewhere between that 90 and 84, we get the break, we get a strong retest here. This is strong indication that we may have a new uptrend for Jupe and have left the downtrend. We're seeing a lot of things in the market near these areas. One thing we talked about several times, if you have been buying Mother under 4 like we talked about, or you got it on the break and the retest right here about anywhere between, let's say, 4.5 and 5, you're looking pretty good now that it just topped out at 15, right? Not financial advice. Do your own research. Don't go chasing tokens that have done this. You want to look at the tokens that are just now starting to break out of their downtrend, just starting to make some higher lows. You don't want to chase the tokens that have already made a 200 to 300% pump since what we called entry point. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Follow the market. Look for the low entries. And as always, look to Thor. It tells you exactly where to get in, where to get out. You can enter your own risk tolerance. How much are you willing to lose on this trade? Only you can answer that. But whatever your tolerance is, Thor can calculate exactly how much SOL you should be buying, at exactly what price you should be buying it at, exactly what price you should be taking your profit at, and exactly what price you should be setting your stop loss to make sure it maintains your individual risk tolerance. You can do this with every single asset and every single call you see here within Thor. Frogs, Fuck, THOR Prints, keep an eye on the markets. We've got strong indications, not confirmations yet, but we've got strong indications that was the bottom in. Should we have been buying when everyone else was bearish? That's usually the way it goes. We'll find out soon. Frogs, fuck, THOR Prints. See y'all next week.